Now, PL. In PLA, OR array connection and the AND array connection both are programmable. That's why we are going to replace a dot with cross. Alright, over here I can say that A, B, C, 3 inputs are there, right? So if I want to connect that inputs to the AND of array operation, we are placing cross, right? For OR array operation, we are also placing the cross. So over here P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, 5 AND terms are there, and the final outputs are 3, F1, F2 and F3. Alright. So this is the representation using gates, and this is the simplified representations. Like it consists of all the inputs, but for OR operation we have simply placed cross like this. We are not using a different lines like we have used over here. We are using only a single line and we are placing cross. Cross means we have taken that product term. Alright. Now programmable logic array, in which is a reverse of probe. As AND array and the OR array are programmable, we are going to take one example based on that. The XOR is available to complement an output if it is required. Alright, as there are 3 inputs A, B and C, which are going to be applied to the AND array connection, and the output of AND array connections are going to be applied to the OR array connection. Now, as I have told you, if I am going to place a cross over here, for PLA, if cross is there, that is reprogrammable. So over here, 2 crosses are there. So one cross is coming from A, second cross is coming from B bar. So over here, product term will be A, B bar, right? Second, this cross is coming from this A, and second cross is coming from C. So AC, right? If you want to use that particular term, we need to simply place the cross over that line. Third, the cross is there. This line is coming from B, and this one is coming from C. So BC is there. And the fourth one, this is A dash, B and C dash. Alright. So these 4 are the product term, that is AND term. Now, if we are going to use all the terms, then need to place everywhere cross. But if we are not going to use it, what we are going to do is, for this first OR operation, we have taken these 2. For the second OR operation, we have taken this, this and this, right? And for third, we have used this, this and this. These 3 terms are total. 2 OR gates are there, and apart from it, if we want to use a third OR term, then we can use any of these combinations. Alright, but in the example, it is already told that F1 is equals to AB bar plus AC plus A bar B C bar. So what we need to do is, we are only taking that product term in which this AB bar, AC and A bar BC bar is there. Alright. So for AB bar we are taking this first. So first cross is there. For AC, second, and for third A bar B C bar. So these three crosses are there, we are only taking these three. For F1, so we have placed OR gate, right? For F2, AC plus BC whole dash. So AC, BC. So two crosses are there, BC whole dash. Alright? Now, as we are going to take the complement function, then we are going to make XOR. If the function is as it is, we are simply applied at the input of the XOR gate. Okay? But if the function is going to be complemented, then we are applying based on the logic 1 and logic 0, like this. See, for F1, what we have applied? For F1, logic 0 is applied at the another input. That means my output is going to be changed. But for F2, my output will not going to be changed and second input is 1. Alright, it depends on the second another input. What is my another input for F2? For this XOR gate. Alright? Why? Because we are going to complement the output. But the complement is available only for the function F2. So we have applied for F2. Second input is the logic 1. Alright? Now, programmable array logic in which fixed OR array and the programmable AND array is there. Else, we are going to use a feedback which is used to support a more product terms. Over here, the AND output cannot be shared. See, this is the example that we are going to take, so that you have a more clear idea about it. As it has a 4 inputs, A, B, C, D. So the combinations like A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar, right? And 4 outputs are there like W, X, Y and Z. Now for W, what we are going to do is, the combination is given ABC bar plus A bar, B bar, C, D bar. Now what we are going to do is, first we are making the product terms. So for first product term, that is, we are going to take A, B and C bar, right? And for this second product term, we are going to use A bar, B bar, C and D bar, and we are going to OR it, right? With the help of this OR gate, right? So the output will be a W. Alright, so for X, Y and Z, if it is not given, right? So how to take a note from this diagram? The easiest way is, we need to make sure at which position cross is there. So we are going to take that product term only. Alright, and as it is programmable array logic in which the OR operations are fixed, the only change in the AND operation, because AND array are able to reprogram it, right? So based on that, we are able to make a cross point over there. Alright. Now the logic diagram for PAL. As it is having a programmable AND array and the fixed OR array is there, right? So the output will be SOP, that means sum of products. Alright, as the inputs are A, B, C, D and the outputs are P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6 is there, right? Now, the last topic is the filled programmable gate array. as this diagram consists of IOB, that means input output blocks. CLB stands for configurable logic blocks, and the switch matrix are for the switching purpose, for connection purpose. CLB stands for configurable logic block. This is the Xilinx FPGA, that is programmable gate array. It consists of, in the configurable logic blocks, it consists of programmable logic as well as a flip-flop. Right? So for programmable interconnects, what we are going to use is switch matrix, and second one is the horizontal and vertical lines. This line represents interconnection, alright, which is programmable. And the last one, it is IOB, stands for input output blocks, in which we are going to apply inputs and we are going to take the outputs, which has an input output pins. They are programmable, alright. In FPGA, it consists of 3 millions of logic gates, alright. So my circuit will be more complex compared to SPLD and CPLD, such that as it consists of more logic gates, my capacity, logic circuit capacity, will going to be increased. As it has a more numbers of pins, more functions are going to be performed using FPGA. Alright, so over here this chapter is finished. Alright, but still if you have any question, you can ask me at any time on my email ID. In the next session we are going to start the next chapter, that is a VLSI design flow. Till then, thank you for your attention.